Hey guys, hello again. So today I'm in my creek. So this is a temporary rainwater creek that runs through our jungle property, and it's actually a very good walking path when it's not raining. So I'll just talk about from here today. And I remember I was supposed to talk about product market fit today, but I have it ready, but I'll talk about it in the next video. So I got two very important questions slash comments, which I think I should address today rather than uh, talking about anything else. So for those of you who know me, they know that I run Jugnu and Jungle Works both, and I raised $15 million in in Jugnu, and so the question I got was that didn't you yourself raise money, and secondly you actually were able to grow very quickly using that money, and you know if you're talking about or telling people not to raise money, isn't it a little bit contradictory? So I thought I should clarify that. So guys, first of all, it's a very valid question. I raised so I started Jugnu about 5 years ago, and I raised $15 million to be precise, from a bunch of good investors, good global investors really. And uh, but I'll also tell you about my experience, what happened and why I feel bootstrapping is still the better way to go. So see, we raised money, and we were in a so Jugnu, for those who don't know, is a ride hailing company, and I did raise a bunch of money in that. So what happened is, when we raised money, we were competing with Ola and Uber, and Ola and Uber both had like more than $1 billion in war chest, and they were burning like really heavily in the marketing spends, burn, and pretty much like supply building, anything that you can imagine, right? So what happened was, no matter how much money we raised, it was actually very small, or peanuts, in uh, in comparison to what Ola and Uber had. And we got into this treadmill, and then we realized, the all the growth that we did get very fast growth using that money. But the moment we would stop burning in a particular city, right, that growth will actually almost vanish, right? And that was the same thing with Ola and Uber, right? The moment they would stop burning in a particular city, we would actually start growing, because people would keep looking for alternatives anyway. So what I realized was that, yes, you do get very fast growth when you burn money in the short term, but that growth is also short lived, and that's not, the customer quality is not really in the kind of customers who want to pay for your service. They're just there for discounts, and I've done it multiple times. And what happened is, when we were at this point where we either had to raise a lot more money, or maybe shut down or something like that, right, to compete with Ola and Uber. We actually decided a third approach, and that was actually to make the business profitable. And there is no way we could have done it through B2C only product, because obviously if one person is giving a service for discount, you can't really sell the same service without a discount, where it is a commodity service, right? Taxi is a fairly commoditized product. So what we did was, we actually built or pivoted Jugnu into a B2B platform, which became a mobility platform. And in the next 6 months, we actually became profitable. So even in the lockdown, Corona hit. It was really bad time for all of mobility industry globally, but we actually were always profitable, right? We had to, you know, take some drastic measures like letting people go and stuff like that, which sadly we had to do. But yeah, we were never loss making as a company, barely profitable even in the worst of times. So my point is, guys, I did do that. I did raise money. I did go the venture funding route, but I realized that the patience is a better, patient game is a better approach in the long term. That's my honest opinion, right? So that's the first I would say explanation on clarity, that it's not contradictory when I say that you should take VC money or not. I'm not against VC money per se, but I really think that the speed at which some VCs push you to grow is not worth it, because actually your organic business is growing at the right speed even within that VC funded garb. And the moment that money goes, reality shows up, and you actually start from kind of where you would have been organically. That's my original thought. And again, you can disagree with it. There are multiple companies in the world which have become very big because of VC money. I just feel that the better approach for building ventures is actually bootstrapping. I still invest, it's not, we still invest as a company. So I don't think it's completely against this thesis that you can promote bootstrapping and still be investing and raise money. The thing is that you have to really focus on unit economics. You really have to not be burning transactional money. So if, let's say, in terms of a litmus test, if I had a litmus test for this, I would say if you are burning money for every single transaction, which is transactional burn, not something masqueraded as something else, but real transactional burn, then that's the wrong kind of VC money. So that's the first explanation. So second question or doubt I had was, or somebody asked me, in fact somebody from my sales team asked me this. So I mentioned that don't invest in the long term, and don't do things that are scalable but lose money in the short term, right? So this guy asked me, like, but don't we do that in the company a lot of times? So why are you talking against it? So again, guys, I mean, I built this company. In fact, next week or in 2 weeks time, Click Labs will be 10 years old. So my entrepreneurial journey is going to hit a milestone soon. And my thesis was that rather than taking VC money in Click Labs, I would actually build my cash flow and then do the same things, which is invest for the long term, right? So when I say, guys, don't do things that don't scale, this is only for the beginning period, right? When you are bootstrapping, I'm assuming you are leaving a job, or you are just graduating out of college and you want to bootstrap a business, right, rather than go after funding. I think that's the audience I'm talking to. If you are a rich kid with a lot of backing, or somehow you can raise money, or you have sold a business and then you're doing it for the second time, go for it. I mean, build scalable stuff that does not make money in the short term. I'm all for the long term. But if you are a person who's graduating or quitting a job to start a bootstrapped profitable business, it can be done. Don't let it stop you from not doing it, not trying, because you don't have VC money. So that's I think all I meant. So these are 2 points I wanted to clarify. So next video, again, I'll do it on product market fit only, guys. So thanks a lot. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, and I'm getting messages that some people were actually kind of in this conundrum of scale versus sustainability. And they were kind of I hopefully help them out, clear their head. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll come back with a product market fit video. If you guys want to have any questions answered, just let me know here in comments or wherever, and I'll be happy to answer to you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.